Let's kick things off in public health news. The FDA has issued new guidelines as to which foods can be labeled healthy, and that now includes nuts and salmon. And as much as I appreciate that, I didn't need the government to tell me that salmon is healthy. We all know that, because that's the thing that people order at weddings when they want to let you know that they're better than everyone else. Oh yeah, I'll have the salmon. In international news, the Queen of Denmark has stripped her grandchildren of their royal titles. Yeah, because she says she doesn't want them to be limited by their royal duties, which is the most posh way ever to say, bitch, get a job. Yeah, those grandkids must have been so grateful. It's like, wow, grandma, thanks for not forcing me to be a prince anymore. I really hated all the attention and the free jewelry. I love being known as the grandkid formerly known as prince. Thank you. It's so funny how the British monarchy had so much drama that all the other monarchies are now looking around like, maybe we should shut this shit down while we're still ahead, yeah? Yeah. Oh, in gaming news, this is a fun one. The maker of the card game Uno has come out officially and updated its rules to clarify that you cannot play a draw 2 on top of another draw 2 to make the next person draw 4. Yeah, they say draw 2, you take the draw 2. That's it. I agree with you. I mean, like, who makes these rules? I will say it is cool that they're doing it. You know, if they ask me, we need to fix more game rules. You know, forget Uno. I think that works. Monopoly needs prison reform. Yeah, my brother gets like 9 turns buying up all the properties while my thimble is stuck in jail. How is that fair? No justice, no peace. But let's move on to some of the biggest stories of the day, starting with the fallout from Hurricane Ian. Last night, the monster storm hit Florida like Florida just came home with a report card full of Fs, flooding the streets, destroying homes and infrastructure, and leaving millions without power. Now, the good news is that people took all the advance warnings seriously, so despite the destruction, there were very few casualties. And as the storm recedes, we're learning about some amazing ways that the people of Florida have pulled together while the storm was raging.
Over my shoulder here, you can see the incredible power of Hurricane Ian, but now comes, as we've already seen, the selfless power of people. Neighbors, friends, even complete strangers doing whatever they can to help. Rescues onshore and on land. Firefighters helping a woman escape floodwaters. But the fire department also thanking local jet skiers for helping out, writing, "Sometimes we need a ride to the rescue ourselves." In Bonita Beach, one good Samaritan braving the elements to save a cat trapped outside on an air conditioner.
Many of the sailboats are on their side. There was a guy who went on to get his 3 pets off that were still on the boat.
In St. Petersburg, staff at a botanical gardens hunkering down with flamingos to see them through the storm.
Wow, that is amazing. That's so nice, just to see like everybody coming together, you know, helping the cats, helping the flamingos. I mean, it's nice, but do flamingos need more help than humans in a hurricane? It's just weird. It's just like, don't worry, flamingos, I'll protect you. The flamingo's like, we're the water bird, dude. We'll protect you. But this is all amazing, right? The response to the storm was so powerful that it led to something we've never seen before. Jet skiers being responsible. Yeah, imagine that. Getting rescued by a jet ski is so awesome because it doesn't matter how exhausted or emotional you are. You can't stay that way on the jet ski, right? Yeah, you're gonna be there like, oh my God, thank you, I owe you my life. All right, shredded, bro, yeah, woo! Crank that diesel, bitch! And as for the people rescuing the cats, that is true selflessness. Because that's somebody who's going, look, we lost everything. Our house is destroyed. We don't have power. But, and hear me out on this, what if we also had our faces scratched to shit, huh? What do you think? It really is beautiful to see. But let's move on, because while Florida is recovering from this storm, there is still the storm that is always hitting America, Donald J. Trump.
New revelations on the final days of former President Donald Trump's presidency. In reporting provided to CNN from a forthcoming book by New York Times reporter Maggie Haberman, Trump repeatedly told aides following his election loss that he would refuse to leave the White House. Haberman's book reports that Trump told one aide, quote, "I'm just not going to leave." Haberman reports Trump quizzed nearly everyone around him on how to stay in power. Among those he reportedly asked, the valet who brought him Diet Coke when Trump pressed a red button on his Oval Office desk.
Oh man, that is so much pressure to put on your soda guy. Like, he asked the valet who brings him the Diet Coke, he's just like, "Soda boy, I need you to make me the Emperor of America. How do I do it?" He's just like, "Oh, yeah, you just got a Coke Zero, man." You know, if I'm honest, I think it is less weird to get advice from your Diet Coke valet and more weird to have a Diet Coke valet. But I mean, once you got him, you might as well get his input, right? Just be like, "Yeah, what do you think about how to overtake a country, huh?" The real travesty to me is that Trump didn't follow through with his plan of just not leaving. Yeah, that would have been exciting. Yeah, I would have loved to have seen the FBI chasing Trump around the White House like an episode of Scooby-Doo, right? They just chase him through one door, he chases them through another door, and then they're all being chased by ghosts. It's just like, "Uh-oh, many people are saying, ruh-oh, ruh-oh. So much danger, Scoob, so much danger." But let's move on. Let's move on from the previous administration to the current one. As you all know, Joe Biden is the president of the United States. But what if I told you there's also a vice president of the United States? Yeah, it's true. It's true. Her name is Kamala Harris. What? I can hear you now. If that's the case, Trevor, how come I've never seen her? What are you going to tell me next? Slender Man is real and I should kill my family? Okay. Well, I can't speak to the veracity of Slender Man, but I do have proof that Kamala Harris exists. And she was just spotted in South Korea.
Overnight, Vice President Kamala Harris arrived in South Korea for the last leg of her 4-day trip to Asia. She paid a visit to the demilitarized zone that divides the Korean peninsula. The move is to demonstrate America's commitment to its Asian allies.
Well played, Kamala, well played. If there's one way to remind people you exist, it's to go stand at the border between North and South Korea. Now everybody knows your name. Yeah, it's the same way no one knew that I existed in high school. Nobody. Until the day I streaked naked across the football field. And from then on, everyone knew One Testicle Trev was in our school. Oh, they knew me. They all know me. Anyway, because this is such a major moment on Vice President Harris's trip, we go live to our very own Ronnie Chang, who is in the demilitarized zone. Ronnie, how is it going over there?
Oh, Trevor, yeah, it's going really well. Thanks so much for sending me here, by the way. Great assignment, not racist at all. Anyway, the Vice President was just here, and she just rocked up to the border with a giant set of binoculars and then stared at North Korea like a geopolitical pervert. And honestly, Trevor, I don't get it. Why is she here? Why am I here? Why is anybody here? What are you guys even looking for? You think you're gonna see something that all the generals and the satellites missed? It's like, oh, look, they forgot to lock the gate. Let's go. Go now. Bunch of idiots. Honestly, what's she looking at? What is it? What, you know what? Let me just look out for myself, all right? Oh, look, it's Kim Jong-un. And, it looks like he's watching me on the Daily Show. Oh, maybe that guy's not all that bad after all. Hey, Kimmy, yo, follow me back on IG, man. Anyway, the Vice President was here to strengthen America's alliance with South Korea against North Korea. And let's just see how that went.
An embarrassing gaffe by Vice President Harris today when she affirmed America's alliance with the wrong Korea.
So the United States shares a very important relationship, which is an alliance with the Republic of North Korea. And it is an alliance that is strong and enduring.
Wow. You think North Korea is South Korea? So I guess all Asian countries look the same to you, huh? Madam Vice President? What's next? You're gonna mix me up with Simu Liu, huh? Seriously, can you? Could you do that, please? Because I would totally be fine with that. No, I'm just joking. We're just joking. Everyone, we're just joking, okay? Madam Vice President, nobody give her a hard time about this or we won't see her again for another 6 months. All right, back to you, Trevor. Hey, Kim, hey, why don't you check out my comedy special on Netflix? Yeah, use Trevor's password. It's I love big butts.
No. All right. Thank you so much, Ronnie Chang. Thank you so much. Ronnie Chang, everybody.